And a wonderful good evening to you, friends. I'm Cassandra Joan Butler, and this is Cosmic Connections. We meet twice a month, right around the new moon and the full moon, so we can talk about the two major lunations of the month. So, welcome. This is going to be an important week because not only do we have a new moon coming up on Sunday, but we also are going to be having a halfway point of the wheel of astrology, the wheel of life. Yes, indeed, we have the fall equinox on Thursday, which is pretty amazing because it's our time to check in with the concept of balance. So tonight I'm going to be talking about that, and of course the new moon. And if you're new to Cosmic Connections, we like to do a little musing about the astrology, but we also do spiritual messages. I just came off a wonderful week at the astrology gathering down at Lilydale, and very lovely gathering of astrologers from throughout the area and throughout the world. So I did a special class there on a very important topic, which I'll be talking about. Let's see, what will I be talking about that next? I just want to make you aware of it. It is going to be, I'll be talking about this at length on Wednesday, the 5th of October, as we do the full moon. But I want you to be aware, friends, that we are in a cycle in October, which is finishing up a 45-year cycle. It's not completely putting a capstone on a cycle, but it is a large cycle that's relevant to blending the old with the new. So I have a class coming up that week on the 6th of October. So please check it out on my website. And of course, tomorrow I'll be doing a equinox celebration online. So please join with that if you are so inclined. So let me see. Oh, I want to say hello to everybody. And I missed the comments here. Hi, Joan and Donna and Paulette and Jill and Jessica, Melissa, Nancy, Marianne, Terry, and Linda. Thank you. I'm glad you're putting down your rising signs and so forth. That's awesome. Hi, Jennifer. Let me know where you're coming in from. I know some of you are new, and welcome. So the question of the week for us relative to tomorrow, how are you trying to balance your life? Are you working too hard? Are you playing too hard? Are you indulging too much? Are you not getting enough sleep? That's going to be my balance point for tomorrow, trying to regulate and retool my sleeping schedule, and also throw in a little exercise, because this is a great week to get the intentions of what you want to do to self-improve, not only for yourself, but also for your relationships tomorrow on the equinox, and then put that into practice on the new moon. So how this works is in meditation or prayer, you could be daydreaming and you get a certain download of something you'd like to accomplish, and then really focus your attention. And because this new moon is in an air sign, which is Libra, you want to write the intention down. I've been doing intention work by the lunations, by the new moon, for about 30 years. And a little tidbit, a little trick of the trade is that you want to gear up your manifestation tool according to the element of the new moon. Remember, we have air, fire, earth, and water. So when we have air, you speak it out loud or you write it down. I have found it to be extremely effective to write down goals. I think any goal setting individual counselors, coaches, etc., will remind you of that. Actually articulate what you're looking to accomplish, and then plant those seeds under the new moon. All right, we got that? So here are our times of the new moon and the equinox. So equinox simply means equal. All right, it's when the sun and daylight in the northern hemispheres are equal because of the tilt of the earth. So it's a time to literally reflect on equalizing your life. How are you going to balance your life? And usually you figure out how you want to balance your life because something's out of balance, right? That's the tip. What's out of balance in your life? So fall equinox 22, the sun enters Libra again, Eastern Daylight Time, at 9:04 tomorrow. And that will be the time we're finishing up our class, friends. So please, if you've never done a Zoom class with me, you're very welcome. I'll put down my contact information here. And I'm also doing spiritual messages for everyone who comes to class. That's tomorrow night. I usually do classes on Thursdays. Alrighty. And so at 9:04 tomorrow night, maybe make an intention, write your word journal before you fall asleep tomorrow evening. Again, depending on where you are on the planet. The new moon is on Sunday, the 25th at 6:55. I'm sorry, 5:55 Eastern Daylight Time. And that's also when Rosh Hashanah begins. It begins at sundown. And the high holidays for the Jewish tradition. And that's always takes place during the harvest time, where we're in September, of course. All right, friends. So hello, aloha, Christine. Nice to see you. First day of fall. Exactly, Jessica. And how are you balancing all of you lovely people? Rose and Wichita, Kansas. Hi, Melissa. You know, I got to go through the Midwest when I went to the ESAR conference. I actually drove. It was so wonderful to see your state. You're overworked these past weeks. Time to take a week off for a recharge. Excellent, excellent, Melissa. Jody, nice to see you. I'm glad you made it tonight too, Donna. All righty, Jennifer, thanks for being here. Hello from Connecticut, Miss Tina. Thank you for sharing, Marianne. Your name goes into my basket. The sharing is caring. Hi, Jessica from Franklin, Vermont. Did you know I lived in Vermont? Love Vermont. Love Vermont. Hi, Nikki. Hello, Diane. Good evening, Kara. Kara, we got a chit chat, right? Are you thinking about cruising? Oh, by the way, friends, if you go on my website, we're also going to be, me and some incredible astrologers and mediums are going to be doing a healing cruise in January. It's going to be awesome. And, if you're in my newsletter, you get the information. But if you're thinking about getting away, especially if you're in the Northeast under the snowy outreaches of, I'm in Buffalo, what can I say, January, we're gone for a good week, going to Jamaica, we're going to go to Haiti, and we're going to the Bahamas. And all the while, we're getting fantastic classes on astrology, healing, and also mediumship. So please join us. Emmy, Jessica, nice to see you. And it's very, very well priced, by the way. This is not, huge. Well, that's always relative, right? I mean, we're in inflationary times. The Fed just went up 7/4 of a point again today. Maybe they're trying to balance and equal at the equinox. Of course, Mercury's still retrograde. Let's get to the astrology, friends, and then we'll do some spiritual messages. All right. Very nice. Fall equinox, first day of fall. And there is the chart. Let's see if I can make that bigger. Oh, I can. Nice. I can't see your comments, but hopefully I can. All right. Okay. Now I can read the chart. I can't see you, but I'm going to talk about the chart. The fall equinox chart is always the same. It's always at 0 degrees of Libra. You can see it right here. 0 degrees of Libra. This is an amazing balance time. Libra is the astrological energy that means balance. The glyph looks like a balance beam. It's the sign of being equal. That's why we attribute Libra with relationship. The best relationships are an equal exchange, right? We call it the marriage aspect. It's also regarding the exchange that happens with clients and consumers with their practitioners who give them something. Usually the exchange is money, but the exchange of anything. That's what Libra rules. So we're all about balancing, and look at this beautiful Mercury retrograde. It is right next to the sun. This is a very thoughtful beginning of fall. We're really doing some heavy lifting. And because Mercury is retrograde, don't get worried about the Mercury retrograde. We're going to be extraordinarily reflective about things past. So use your experience to generate balance in your life that you've done before, previous times, right? And one of the major qualities of both the new moon and the equinox is that we have Jupiter opposite this configuration. Remember, Jupiter is Santa Claus. Jupiter gives us enthusiasm and excitement. So really be open to new ideas. Have meetings, preliminary meetings, because Mercury is yet still retrograde. We want to sign on the dotted line when Mercury goes direct. But at this point, our minds are racing. We're getting some great ideas. We're getting great ideas relative to our businesses, relative to serious topics, because we have Saturn trining Mars, right? And then we also have a lot of input with the equinox about relationships themselves, because Venus is the ruler of Libra. Venus is trining Pluto. There are certain people, certain situations, certain toxicity of people in the past, especially past, because it's retrograde, that we have to forgive and forget and move forward. And forgive yourself for needing to move on, right? This is a very time-based energy as well. We've got cheerful moon in Leo opposite Saturn. So we're getting some very emotionally charged expressions and communications. I want to read right from Mark Emmon Jones, the meaning of the Sabian symbol. A butterfly impaled? That sounds pretty dang nasty. Please understand, when these symbols were developed in the early 20th century, around 1928, we were just getting away from the 19th century when hobbyists, this is a serious thing, were collecting butterfly specimens. It was all the rage. They would kill the butterflies with a dart and then save the beauty. So the symbol of trying to save something beautiful is, according to Mark Emmon Jones, this is a symbol now. We can take this with every fall equinox. The dart can hardly be said to have made the butterfly perfect, but it keeps it perfect. By killing the living organism, the impaled butterfly is preserved. It makes an archetype of it. How can we save beauty in our lives? This is always 0 degrees of Libra. We save it by trying to sometimes destroy it. It's a very rich and very deep archetype here. Again, this is the perfected form of man. Their interpretation here is the idea of transfiguration. Jesus, the Son of Man, was impaled by the ray of divine light. Quoting here from Mark Emmon Jones, who was a Christian minister as well, making of him a son of God. It was at this very moment that he learned of the crucifixion awaiting him. This is the merely human individuals made sacred. Without getting too terribly deep on this evening, the equinox is expressing to us, look at in your life what you're making sacred. And sometimes sacredness involves a sacrifice of some sort. To make sacred is often a sacrifice. That's one of the meanings of the equinox every year. All right. The new moon in Libra, friends. Let's jump to Sunday, 5:55 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Enthusiasm. We've got Jupiter opposite the new moon, right? There it is. Jupiter opposite the new moon. We're feeling excited about the future. We're still in a rebuild phase, and that's going to be very strong by October 5th with the square between Uranus and Saturn. But we're already feeling that. We're already feeling the desire of blending the old with the new normal with a new pattern or hope or vision for the future. We've all been through a collective, terrifically challenging 2 years. And as we get into October, we're trying to rebuild on so many levels. So that's one aspect of the enthusiasm. Here we have Mars again, trining Saturn, serious action. Pluto is trine Mercury. You know, Pluto is the archetype of the mafioso boss, right? The Godfather. And trining Mercury and Venus is saying, don't kid around too much in your relationships. You don't want to be too sarcastic. There's a weight and level with communications that we don't want to upset someone too much. So there's that sensitivity with our relationships to make them well off and balanced. And remember, Libra is the sign of relationship. Oh my goodness, my face is big. That's because I was sharing it that way. Hello. Let me see if I can see you guys. I don't want to hide the chat. I like talking to you. Show chat. Exit full screen. Okay, now I can see you guys. All right, great. Letting go. Exactly. That's a good comment, Marianne, because wherever we find Pluto, we find the sense of being able to let go more effectively. Hello, Susan. Wishing you all the best, too. Living that beautiful part of the world in BC, Canada. And yes, love and light and forgiveness daily. That's a great practice. Gratitude and forgiveness every day, friends, goes a long way. We all have our struggles, don't we? Hi, Leslie. Hi, Jessica. Hello, Donna. Thank you about sharing this as well, my friends. Sharing is caring. Hello, Cynthia. Yes, it is the way to see this country. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing, Donna Lynn. I love driving anyway. I have a very strong third house in my chart. So, give me, lower gas prices, which we had when we were going out west to Denver. All right, friends, we're all clear on this. Make a wish at the new moon. So Sunday evening, if you are practicing the beautiful faith of Judaism, it's also the high holidays. That's a time of reflection and forgiveness and bounty and penance in some ways, right? I mean, it's very similar to the Christian tradition of forgiveness of self and others. So that's what's coming up for us in the next few days. I'm going to, because you guys are such good sharers, I'm going to select someone and you're going to receive our Lunar Lights Club video for the month. And the winner this evening is Rachel Lee. Hi, Rachel Lee. I don't know if you're here today, but I know you have been many times and you win tonight. I'll send you out the video. I have your email. Lunar Lights happens, you get videos twice a month. You get discounts on classes. And in fact, the class tomorrow night, if you're a member of Lunar Lights, you get a discount on that as well. So it's a personal tools for understanding your chart. You get written material and you get also videos. So please be part of the club. All the details are on my website. All right, friends, let's do some spiritual messages, shall we? So how this works, I'm just going to say hello to anyone. Hey, Kathy Gardner, self-care is very important. Hi, Nancy, great to see you. And hello, Ashwise. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you liking my glasses, and they actually work. No share button tonight. Hi, Jill. Hi, Christine. Hi, my dear cousin. Love you too. I got to speak to one of our fellow cousins the other day. Big hugs to you, Michelle. Hi, Joanne. Nice to see you. Beautiful names and beautiful, I think, are we all ladies here tonight? Beautiful women. And hello, Leslie. Thank you, friends. All right. No storms tonight. Yes. So we're going to get the messages. All you have to say is be here in the room. And then I'll come to you. I'll say my prayer. I'll touch my button and I will come to two people. So dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words be filled with love and light, truth, inspiration, and healing. For the highest and for the best as we align ourselves with the Holy Spirit. Amen. And I am with Susan Arum. Hello, Miss Susan. I think you're still in the room. I would like to come to you with a message, dear Susan. So as I'm touching in with you, I think this might be appropriate, but the first thing I saw was a crystal ball. And a crystal ball is of course, a divination tool. Many of us use cards, or you can use astrology too for divination in an offhand way, of course. But I'm seeing a crystal ball with you, and I'm seeing and hearing the idea of using different tools, that you're actually expanding your ability to do divination in different ways. but you're clear seeing. I'm getting clairvoyance with you, Susan, in a new way. And with that clear seeing comes, it's not for you, it's for your clients and for your friends. It's a way of keeping your mind and your intuition and your psychic meters sharp. I'm also feeling that I'm seeing a backpack on your back, doing a little hiking, a little exploring, and maybe doing some ritual in honor of the fall equinox with some friends. I'm seeing fire. I'm also seeing, as opposed to feeling right now, I'm also seeing a message from a gentleman from Spirit. And he passed in his 40s or late 40s. He looks very young. He may have had even a little mustache. He was very well spoken, very good looking, and he was very kind of quiet, but with a lot of power. And he exuded this magnetism. And he comes in, he feels almost like a brotherly vibration. I'm not saying he was a brother, but I don't feel this was a lover. I feel this was a very strong friendship, who really regarded what you were doing on the spiritual path. He could just be a guide for you, Susan. I'm not sure. I'm getting the sound with his name. It has an ong sound, ong, like a ron, on, but I'm getting on sound. I don't know if you can give me some feedback from that, Susan, but that's what I'm getting for you tonight. And I leave that with God's blessings. Okay. I'll close my eyes and give another reading here. All right. Thank you for being here, Susan. And Miss Joan GS. My thumb came to you, Joni. Spirit is saying, take a breath, slow down, smell the roses. There's some excitement in your life right now. You're coming up to a decision-making, Joan. I think about I know you, it was about the business or about the next step. I'm also feeling a lot of extra care around your husband. And I feel like you're crossing a threshold, both of you. So there's a sense of exhalation and excitement. Like, okay, we know what we're going to do. That's the message, and more of a psychic message for you. I'm also getting plant the tulips now, plant the bulbs now. I don't know if you plant bulbs or tulips or daffodils or something, but we're planning for the spring. The springtime is an exciting time for you both. And we're letting go of some disappointment. The business contacts around you are loyal and true, but we're letting go of some old contacts nonetheless. And please give me some feedback, dear Joni. I'm also picking up for you. You may be doing an alternative Thanksgiving this year. My vision is for the holidays, the American Thanksgiving time, that you might be meeting with different people or doing changing it up somehow. That you're wanting to do something a little different and include certain people that you wouldn't ordinarily include for this year's holiday. All right. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Susan. All right. And I give you lots of blessings and appreciation here, Joan. And so thank you for being here. And let's do a real round of self-healing and healing for everyone in this room. All right. My dear Shelley, my dear Michelle, my dear cousin, absolutely. I'll be sending you, I'll put you on our healing list. We have a Divine Grace healing prayer list. I'll send everyone some healing prayers to Michelle. And okay, bingo. You're very welcome, Joni. I'm glad that made sense to you. And everyone, please give some energy first to yourself. And by the way, let me do a little universal healing protocol exercise as we talk about Libra. Placing one hand on the crown chakra, one hand on the lower abdomen. Close your eyes, breathe in. And imagine a beautiful white beam of light coming up from the lower abdomen and connecting that light to your lower lip, and having the light also connecting with the upper lip and fanning the light around you. like a big burst of multicolored light, rainbow light around you, and then sending out the energy to everyone else here in the room. We're giving us the energy, we're filling our cup first, and giving the energy to our friends here in the room and to everyone everywhere who needs healing. And we all need healing, right? That's what's indicative of the human path. Love you guys. Thank you for being here tonight. I will see you in 2 weeks on a Wednesday. We'll be talking about the full moon. If you are so inclined, check out my class tomorrow, the Fall Equinox Experience, and all the other cool things that are coming down the pike, including this one's for you, Marianne S. I'm finally doing the transit class, so please come to that for you astrologer types who want to go deeper with your astrology, right? Okay, you work with crystals. Okay, you're giving me some feedback. Wow. Wow. That's, yes. Okay. Thank you for the feedback, Susan. Yay. That's really cool. Put down your website for us, my dear Susan. If people are going to be interested in your services, you're very welcome, Michelle. All right. You're very welcome. Many blessings to you guys. The Astrological Weekly Report. Oh, Joni, here it is. I can't forget that. God bless you, Joan. I'm trying to be so succinct. And hold on, I wrote it down. So if you are Aries, look, I wrote it down. You might think, does she write down words? No, she writes down symbols. Let me do it Thank you, Joan. I can always count on you. You got my back, kid. I love it. All right. So stay with me, friends. I'm going to give you your horoscope for the new moon, okay? Thank you for your patience. 1. All right. The 7. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. That's 12. Right? No. That's 1. And that's 12. That's 11. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. These are my notes. I just want to show you what I just did. And I read that. Okay. After the new moon, make a new beginning. We'll start with Libra. If you're Libra or Libra rising, it's all about you, how you look, how you appear, your language. Assert yourself in a new way. Be bold. Be brave. That's for our Libra risers or Libra suns. For Scorpio, use the new moon energy on Sunday to go within, to enhance your psychic spiritual tendencies, to rest more. This is a very good time for resting and reflection, Scorpio, until we get to the new moon on your in October. For Sagittarius or Sagittarius rising, it's about friendship. It's about reaching out those friends that you've been ignoring because you've been too busy. Make time for your friends, Sag. Have a social gathering. For Capricorn, time to look up in the North Star in your career house and say, I will do it. I will be responsible. I'll take a leadership role. For Aquarius, this is a new moon for you to plan a trip. To plan a trip, take a trip, and to communicate your very strong beliefs with authenticity. For Pisces, it's time to make a running tab of your budget. If you're not a budget maker, this is the new moon to do so, Pisces. And also to dig deep inside of yourself and acknowledge and appreciate your inner power, especially your spiritual, emotional power. For Aries or Aries rising, this is all about your partner, how to become a better partner. If you don't have a partner, you want a partner, one of the best times of the year to go searching for a new partner. For Taurus, time to take care of yourself, self-care, health, exercise, good nutrition, all about self-care for our Taurians. For Gemini, it's time to play. Relax a little bit. Make the new moon special by doing something fun this weekend for yourself and your friends and family. For Cancer, it's all about the home. It's all about digging your heels and saying, I want to make my home cozier for this fall. Maybe do some canning or do some cooking or do something very domestic for the Cancers. For Leo, it's time to communicate your truth and to be very strong in your communication skills, maybe write or teach or for Virgo or Virgo rising, it's about making way for a better income stream. You might take a hobby and turn it into making more money for yourself, or at least congratulating your personal superpowers for our Virgo friends. We did it all. Love you guys. Love you guys. Yay. Thank you for sharing your Instagram, Susan. We're all here. And God bless. Have a fantastic fall equinox. Get back into balance. We all need some balancing. If you want to join me in a half an hour on the CIA page, Cosmic Intelligence Agency, come on by. I'll be there in Australia in about a half an hour. Okay. See you in a couple weeks. Many blessings. Bye now.